What's up, guys? Welcome to the 26th episode of Drunken Ship Podcast. I'm your host, Tay Infinite.
I'm your host, Colin, MonkeyOmega. Next to me is Captain Crockett.
Woo!
And then with me is Tay Infinite, the host. And then we got BryanBrowny.
Yo.
Who's I guess is this his first one? First time
This
he's
is
on?
his first baby
He's been a
boy's
guest.
first.
Official.
In the past.
Baby-
Give him
first
a
podcast?
good round of applause for our fourth member. Oh my god, I can't fucking do it. Oh fuck my chest.
I've been podcasting longer than all of you.
I'm
proud to announce that Jordan has COVID-19, so give him a round of applause for
Oh,
that.
yeah, you heard it here
Don't
first.
do not get that started.
Yeah, our boy got the Rona.
I have COVID-20 actually. So
Oh shit!
We deep
I would
talk,
announce
guys.
this on the podcast that I am the first. I am ground zero for COVID-20.
We do
No.
podcast.
Shit, dude.
No, I had the fucking flu. I've had it for like 3 days, and I'm finally
Yikes.
getting over it.
Jordan.
I'm glad you're better.
Jordan.
Thank you. See, yes.
What day did we post?
What?
day do we?
Post
You
on
mean Colin,
Fridays.
yeah, Colin.
What?
We're on Fridays on YouTube, and we're also on Spotify.
Yeah, there we go.
Nice. You finally made it to Spotify.
Yeah, he's already doing a better job than me. He mentioned Spotify.
Dude forgets every single
Yeah.
time we do episode.
We're on
As I told you
YouTube as
earlier.
well. We posted on I think Fridays at 9
a.m.
in the
Eastern
morning,
time.
sometime in the morning.
Yeah, he gets it. Yeah.
Hey, he gets it.
Yeah, there we go. So,
Boom.
boom. What,
That's the
fucking
intro.
how have you been this week? Anyone?
It's
Dead.
been fucking, it's
I've
been
been on my
fucking
deathbed.
shit.
It has been one of the most frustrating weeks I've had in like a year. For no other reason. For no other reason that the fact that most of the time that I've woken up, I have woken up mad as fuck for no discernible. This is how I know that I have some sort of mental illness. Because I've woken up mad as fuck for the last like 5 days. And I've managed to like stifle it down a little bit. And then something stupid happens, like I stub my toe against a table. And I just want to fucking snap it in half like I'm Bruce Lee. And so,
Brian, I feel you there completely. I understand it completely.
What is that? What is that fucking gif of that dude like walking up to the door and he punches through it and he like rips it off the?
You talking about
hinges?
Rampage Jackson? He's a UFC fighter.
Yeah, he's a UFC fighter. That's how I imagine like. Every time I stub my toe, that's what I want to do, but I'm not that fucking strong.
the other
Rampage
day I was fucking carrying my laundry down to my apartment complex's basement to put it in the fucking wash. And I've tripped and I've landed shoulder first into the giant corner of a brick wall holding like a 10-pound bag of laundry. And I got so mad that I managed to like recollect my thoughts for a split second, walk over to the laundry room, place the little laundry container on top of my basket, and punch the fuck out of it. And I broke it. So now, luckily, my laundry caught all the detergent and I just threw it in the wash. It has been a great week.
I know I had a
didn't-
laundry issue one time, and like when I wash it, floods the floor. I hated that.
Oh,
We
God.
fixed it.
Thank fucking
What did you
God.
say, Colin?
Oh, I was gonna say I also did laundry as well.
Yeah,
I did
me
it
too.
yesterday.
I think the day before yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
I still got another load to do,
Load,
but
yeah.
only halfway through.
Look at us
How do you
being
guys do
fucking
your
adults.
laundry? Do you guys do your laundry and then you just let it sit on the fucking desk or what in the floor and then you just slowly pick from the pile like I do?
No,
Like a fucking
my
maniac.
dryer doesn't work right now, so I have to let it air dry.
God, that
And then
fucking
I
sucks.
gotta
Oh,
put
you
'em
doing
up.
the whole little clothespin thing?
Yeah, we used to
Yeah,
do that.
You're
basically.
gonna have some
Hated
pervert
that.
steal your underwear off the island.
Can't do that. I have too small an apartment to do that.
Yeah.
I'm like I hand dry my shirts, but I'm a psychopath and I fucking just hang them up wet.
Your
You don't dry
shirts?
your shirts? You don't
Yeah,
dry
my
your
shirts.
Yeah, I mean whatever. They'll dry by the time you get to them, I guess.
Yeah. Are we really talking about laundry? Jesus Christ.
Listen, it has been
Yeah, bro. You said this is what we were talking about.
It's been a
This
rough
is who
fucking week.
started how you started it.
You know what? Fuck it. All right, we're not talking about laundry anymore. I got
No,
something to
I'm
fucking
not
say.
complaining.
No,
this.
no,
I
no,
never
no,
thought
no,
it
no,
would
no.
come to
Shut
that
up,
point.
This is fine. This is
Shut up,
fine.
Tay.
It's what people tune in every week to see here. They want to hear about our dirty laundry.
I actually want to hear what Brian's mad about this PlayStation remote.
So,
Yeah.
I fucking topic. You share that link. I'm sure you guys have a place for links in the description. It'll be there. but it's like a PlayStation blog thing, right? And I get it. Gaming consoles have not been gaming consoles for like the better part of like 3 or 4 years.
We should give us a little bit context before we start talking about it.
Yeah.
So like, PlayStation has a media remote for PlayStation 5,
which has been a thing for like 5 generations now.
PS2, I believe, since PS2.
Yeah. So here's why I'm pissed, because one, it's been a thing for like 2 or 3 generations. It's never been good. It has never been good. Media remotes.
Yeah, exactly what I think too. Is like whoever.
I actually had one for my Xbox back in the day.
Oh, I had the exact same one. You talking about your Xbox One, or I mean your original Xbox?
Like my original Xbox.
Yeah, I had one too. What, did that come with a fucking console or something?
I think it didn't come. No, it didn't come with it.
You can see it.
What is that? That's your TV remote, right?
Yeah, it got Alexa and
So here's 2 things I'm mad about. One, they have never been good, and I wish that they would stop trying to make them a thing. Because if you're a consumer of a PS5, you're not getting it for fucking Netflix. You're not getting it for fucking YouTube. You got a controller. You're using the thing to play. I get it. Do you want to make a more rounded device to attract more people into using the fucking device? Media remotes have never been good. They have always sucked. The design for this one is sleek. I'll give them that. But you know what everybody's got?
It's going to fall out of my hand all the time.
Yeah. You know what everybody fucking has now in their TV? A fucking smart TV.
And hang on, Bryan, pen that. That's why I deleted all my media apps on my PS4 because I use my TV now.
Yeah. You got a smart TV.
I'm not using the PS5.
And
I still have a regular television. Sorry.
Colin's playing on a CRT.
Yeah. I got my computer hooked up to like my CRT television. I'm downscaling from HD.
When he turns it on, he can feel the fucking static light up the room.
Who buys these remotes? I never knew who brought these remotes. Especially nowadays. Bryan made a good point. We have smart TVs now.
Yeah.
I mean, not everyone has them, but
you want to know a little trick? For your PS4, if it's hooked up to a smart TV, when I play a DVD on my PS4, I can use the remote from my TV as a controller. Yeah, it has. I think it's just a feature. If your TV is a smart TV, I think you can fucking do that.
Now, Bryan, I want to add to your anger here a little bit. If you go all the way down to the bottom, there's a little asterisk, right? It says internet and account for PlayStation Network required.
See, that's even more bullshit.
So it looks like you'll need a PS Plus account in order to even access Spotify on top of the subscription you're already paying for. That's Spotify, Netflix, and shit.
No. So what it's saying an account for network, it's not a PlayStation Plus. It's just that you have to be signed into the internet in order to be able to use it.
Yeah,
you have to be plugged in.
Yeah, they have confusing terminology when it comes to like.
That's so weird.
You know, to like their thing, but you just need an account with PlayStation Network enabled, which makes sense. It makes sense.
That also reminds me of their like that privacy thing that they released a few days ago, and people kind of misread that.
Well, Sony has had bad luck.
I think they kind of mishandled that one because the way the wording was bad.
Yeah. Sony has had bad luck with privacy though. So
since even that.
Oh, they're like that like North Korea hack or whatever.
Yeah, that's what
it was.
You know, PS Plus came from that. It was so bad. Like, sorry guys, here's free games every month, and it just came. PS Plus. That's the true story of it. Yeah, PS Plus came from that. Like, it was so bad it had it like returned to consumers with trust or something, so they gave them free games.
That makes sense.
I like it.
That makes a lot of sense. Here's something
that's like half of my library.
This is sorry, I want to go back to this real quick because I understand that this is a blog post, so they're kind of like advertising all of the features that they have. Here's another tiny thing that made me mad, and this is not what I want to talk about, but in the Netflix tab, it says catch up on top entertainment hits, such as Stranger Things. Who the fuck has not watched Stranger Things by this point?
I haven't watched season 3 yet.
It's been off of Netflix for like 2 years.
2 years, right?
And the last season, everybody was like, "Meh." So bad marketing. Don't use Stranger Things. Haunting of Bly Manor is way better. They can fuck off with that.
Wait. No.
What they say? They literally say catch up on top entertainment hits.
Bly Manor.
No. Bly Manor.
I just finished it.
It's phenomenal.
Did not like it.
It is phenomenal. You're wrong.
It does not compare to fucking Hill House.
I have no idea what you guys talking about.
Not in the fucking slightest.
Hill House was a bit shit, wasn't it though?
What? Whoa! You're fucking. This is bias.
This is great. We have 4 people.
That sentence, like what this. You ended on, a bit shit.
It was a bit shit.
The British fucking British sympathizer.
Yeah.
Oi, governor!
Hey, suck my dick, Rocket.
Yeah, everyone, give me your best fucking British accent right now.
Water.
Oi! Oh, he still DT.
Boy, I'm Tom Holland. Think of a Spider-Man.
What the fuck was that, Crockett? First, listen, Haunting of Hill House is not great. The main character is just some annoying fucking straight white dude that's trying to write a horror novel based on people's life experiences.
Yeah, I was projecting on him. I'll take.
You relate
talk about
to
me
him
like that, Brian?
Fucking
Cultural
boring
representation.
ass
Did you make fun of my horror novel?
milquetoast white dude.
I know this is stupid, but this is off topic. Do you think white people go, this is a great representation for themselves?
Just say that again.
You think white people go, this is a great representation of me?
But
in like every white movie
every
ever.
anime ever, that's like a white person projecting onto that character.
That's true, man.
Every shonen is like, oh yes, I am Deku.
That
That's the only. I mean, that's not me. It's a fat guy sitting in a chair, and he's like, oh yeah, he's totally me. And then it shows like Kaneki or somebody.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
The ones that compare themselves to fucking like Shigaraki and Vegeta and all of these people like really make me wanna fucking,
Vegeta.
Yeah, really. If you think you're the
So
Vegeta
many
of your
people fucking
story,
identify.
what'd you say, Crockett?
What's up?
I said so many people identify with the Vegeta.
Yeah. If you
Especially like black guys.
Black people.
Black guys love fucking Vegeta.
Because black people think Saiyans are black people. Yeah.
Is that racist because they're monkeys?
No, it's more like how Frieza's like just they're slaves. We're
Yeah,
pretty
that's
much
true.
slaves.
Yeah.
I can
But
see
it's funny. I'm not gonna lie about it, but yeah.
I can see how
I remember
that's
when
hilarious.
Broly came out and Frieza came out of the ship and he said like
Hello,
hello
monkeys.
monkeys.
I love Frieza.
Yeah, I remember Twitter was a firestorm. Like, look at this racist piece of shit.
He's my favorite villain in Dragon Ball. I love Frieza. He's a racist.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh man.
Oh, Colin, I'm gonna swoop back around before we started the podcast. What animes do you watch?
I mean, I don't watch any actively right now. But I mean, I've seen like Death Note, Soul Eater.
Okay, great. I'm checking all the boxes.
Attack on Titan.
Great. We go. Still good.
JoJo's.
Okay.
JoJo's
Yep,
Bizarre Adventure.
Great.
Other thing. We're watching one. Parasite the Maximum was good too.
Parasite, yeah.
Great.
I watched
Okay,
something
good.
on that.
Good. We still good. I'm not saying any bad things yet.
And I don't know.
Just
I've watched like
throw
been
in a
watching,
Boku no
like,
Pico in
more
there.
like anime movies and stuff lately. I've watched Lupin. Obviously
third?
the Ghibli movies and stuff, but
The-
been watching some of the older like 80s.
Do you mean the
anime and
new
trying to find some
Lupin?
more.
Have you guys seen Perfect Blue?
Have I read the new Lupin?
No. Did you were you talking about the new 3D animated Lupin, or are you talking about like the OG?
I was the old one,
The old
but
one.
I know there's a new one coming out.
Yeah,
That new one looks fucking incredible, right,
The
guys?
new one looks amazing.
80s series, the 90s came around that time, right? Lupin.
Yeah, it was like in the 80s, I believe.
It was the 80s, yeah.
Dude, I
like a
don't
movie
watch.
series, I think.
You guys,
It's like
Yeah.
what is
Right
that?
now.
What is that anime with the kid that's a detective?
I know you're talking about. Like,
And they're on an episode like 5,000.
yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about. I forgot.
What
his
is that?
name.
Cold Case? Is that the name of it?
I don't know. I know exactly what you're talking about though.
Yeah,
that
that
people
show's
claim
been
they
on
watched
for
it
fucking
back
like
in the day.
22 years.
I didn't watch that before.
I've never seen it either, but I don't know anyone who's ever actively watched it either.
Yeah, was it on Toonami back in the day?
I don't think so. That's probably why.
Is it still ongoing? Or is it over?
Yeah, I don't think it's ever ended.
Same with that parody shows on Adult Swim. It's an anime though. The kid always puts buttons like in the camera or something. He has like a red shirt.
Shinzu?
Yeah, they had like thousands of episodes too apparently.
Or what? Fuck, what's his name? Shinzu. Shin. It's Shin something.
Yeah.
He always like playing with his dick.
beg your
That's
pardon?
Does
like
he?
his little thing. He like get naked, play with his dick. Yeah.
Oh
He
yeah.
likes to make it.
That fucking
Do you,
kid.
do you remember the name of it, Brian?
No.
It's Shin something. You're close.
It was Shin animation, whatever. Adult Swim. Is
Brian, can you turn your mic up just a tad? Just
yeah.
an inch.
Sorry, my recording software was like peaking. So
Nope.
Yeah, I'm gonna tweak it when I edit. You're good, though. I can hear you, but it's so low.
sweet. Okay. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, but I don't fucking know. I don't know what it is. It was
Yeah.
like this
It's Shin
crudely
something. Shin-chan.
drawn Shin. Yeah.
Shin, that's his name, but it's not the
Shin-chan.
name of the show.
Let me see.
I think so.
It's why
Isn't
did
it Shin-chan?
Crayon Shin-chan. I think that's what it is. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, like a little sister.
Crayon Shin-chan. It's
Crayon Shin-chan, yeah.
It's like Squidbillies the anime.
It's like anime South Park. It's just like or anime Squidbillies or something. It's just drawn really poorly.
Yeah, I fucking hated it.
I don't know if it was me anime. I've just been out of the loop with anime for years now. I just don't really watch it no more.
So, you guys that are in Charlotte, you know Vissard, right?
Who?
Vissard, the video rental, the DVD rental shop.
Vissard.
You still have those?
I've not rented a DVD since Blockbuster shut down.
Well, you guys need to go to fucking Vissard. It's in Eastway Drive in Charlotte. They are fantastic. I'm in an anime club with them. One of the owners made an anime club, and we go there and we screen like 80s and 90s anime so far. And we have watched the original Devilman the other day, and that was fucking hilarious because I don't believe that there is a worse dub out there.
Yeah, there was this show. We was going to Ohio. My cousin let me watch on her iPod. That's what back then it was. It's an anime.
Wait, have you ever bought a movie on iPod? You ever bought a movie on an iPod?
No, she had a series on iPod.
I used to have movies on my iPod.
It was this anime. It's famous now on Twitter, but it's like this really bad dubbing. I forgot what it was called. It's like Ghost
Is it
something.
Golden Boy or Is it that?
It's like Ghost something.
I don't know.
Like it's like super trash anime dubbing. It's like a legit parody, but it's not. It's like real licensed dubbing.
The 80s were real bad for voice acting in anime.
I think I know what you're talking about, but I cannot think of the name.
Yeah. I was like 12 watching it on my way. Like, what is this mess?
What is that? It's so jarring. If you ever finished an anime and you watched it only in like
Japanese.
In anime, if you only watched it in Japanese and then you go immediately to the dub, it makes your ears fucking bleed.
My Hero Academia is the worst. God, they sound terrible in English. Jesus Christ.
So I watched
Shut up.
Yeah, it sounds so fucking bad compared to the English. Because I remember I only watched it. I ever just started it in Japanese, and then I remember like Leon asked me if I wanted to go watch the movie, and I'm like, oh yeah, sure, I'll go.
Are you watching English?
And it was like, and he said it was in English, and I immediately said, "Nah, I'm okay."
Yeah, the English is terrible.
I don't mind the only thing that I hate about the English for Boku no Hero is All Might's voice. That shit pisses me off.
It's Vegeta's or Piccolo's.
Is it? Yeah,
Chris Sabat.
Yeah,
he is a great voice
didn't
actor.
Try.
But for All Might, he just sounds like someone took Superman and like pitched him down in fucking After Effects. Or like
he just sounds like Piccolo just talking. Yeah,
it sounds bad. I hate the All Might voice, but I usually don't mind dubs. Like I'm really much like I will watch it either way. Dragon Ball Super, I started watching it in dub, and then I caught up and I started watching in Japanese. That was a fucking culture.
Yeah,
shock.
that's probably like the most jarring thing to listen to is like going from Goku's voice actor to Goku's Japanese voice actor.
Yeah.
God, that shit was
it doesn't matter. I used to hate Dragon Ball sub, but now I'm used to it because of Super.
Yeah, I actually really like the Dragon Ball sub now.
Speaking of voicing, like, I guess since early 2000s, well, English dubs started taking more seriously now. Mm-hmm. Since anime became more mainstream, I guess.
And also, people don't think about this often enough, but the reason why anime dubbing was so bad was because we didn't have the capacity to really edit the lip movement.
Is that what it was?
In anime. Like that? Yeah, because remember, Japanese is a lot more syllabic than English. So to say the same thing, you use a lot more syllables in Japanese. And back in the, back when they were doing it in film, they exported it in film, like 80 and 90s anime. It was supremely difficult to go back in and mask out the lips and add your own lips. So the voice actors just had to like talk to the rhythm of the lip flapping. And it used to lead to a lot of shit like The Devilman May Cry, where people just like vomit out 300 lines of information at you while you're like listening. It's like, what the fuck is happening? So that's part of the reason. Now anime studios really take the anime, and if they got to edit the voices to match the lip flap, then they do that because now it's all digital.
What's worse with anime? They barely show any emotions with the characters in this because it's like flat.
It's easier to animate.
What do you call that again?
Just them not moving.
Yeah, they like this. I forgot what you called it. We learned the AI, like how they did like super flat characters.
It used to be a cell animation. And so to draw, to show, you have to draw an entirely different frame, which got expensive really quickly. So they would draw the neckline often. That's why a lot of like early anime, early cartoons have like colored shirts, because they would just draw the colors from the bottom down, and then they would just animate the head to save themselves budget and sort of man hours. And then for anime, they would use a lot of like fake pans and fake tilts to suggest the idea of motion. And that's why anime lines became so popular, because they would convey motion without actually showing motion, so you didn't have to spend money animating it.
Hey, Jordan, you froze. You still there?
Yeah, I know. It's I'm.
Well, it's like the same thing with Hanna-Barbera.
Yeah.
Except they don't have like any emotion lines. They're emotionless.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever watched the original Gundam and seen how bad the fucking animation that is?
Wait, what'd you say, Colin?
For the original Gundam, I see clips for it on Twitter all the time, and it's like the funniest shit.
Oh, where it's like just the keyframes.
Yeah, and they're like, the Gundams are like super humanoid.
Yeah.
They make all these clunky like squarish motions. They're fucking awful.
I kind of missed the pre 2000s 2010s anime art style, like the 80s, something like Akira or even Dragon Ball, the original Dragon Ball. I just missed that art style of anime.
Well, like movies like
it's
Akira
all
and stuff.
Yeah,
those were great because those are like, well, Akira anyway. It's a movie. So they had the time and resource to make it like extremely detailed, which I mean early like 80s and late, you know, 90s. I guess late 80s to early 2000s. That's what that early Dragon Ball Z like feel. It was like that's realistic.
Toriyama peak right there. That Toriyama's art styles changed, and like I missed the 80s 90s Toriyama art style than how he is now. It's more sharper and I guess brutal, like aggressive more, because he had like more rounded shape back in the day.
But a lot of that in specifically in Toriyama's style, I've read him talk about Super wanting to go back to a little bit more comedic, but of course you can't make the switch back to like the original Dragon Ball style. So he found like a happy medium. I don't know if this is true. I might be talking out of my ass. But I remember reading that he found like a happy medium about like bringing back the comedy into Super and still keeping the sharp action. Which is why the Super Saiyan God form looks a lot more soft than Super Saiyan Blue or the original Super Saiyan form, because he was looking for that sort of midway into that.
Because he got sick of the super muscles, super strong. Even though God is strong, he wanted something different, calm and relaxed instead of the.
Which I mean, it's a very like American way. That's the way we see it, because we grew up with Dragon Ball Z. We grew them up with like all the muscles and stuff, and that's a lot. And I think that's a lot of people here in the States like that, but like in Japan, I think it's way more. Like Dragon Ball is way bigger with like the comedy and stuff, so I think that's why you want to revert back.
Yeah, the original show.
I grew up like watching. God damn it, my camera froze again. I grew up watching Dragon Ball. That was like the first thing I ever saw. So I know like when I saw Super, I was like, oh yeah, this reminds me of just like the original show. Yeah. Which I mean, like that's not really like why I like Dragon Ball. I don't really like watching it because of the comedy. I like watching it because of the fights. Yeah.
I like it more just the world and characters.
Caveman American that likes like watching two men wrestle around.
The original Dragon Ball is still my favorite one. Something about Dragon Ball is like magic to me. I love the original Dragon Ball. That's what I even want to collect the manga, even though I watched the anime plenty of times.
I've read the manga.
I love the art style and that role. What's up, Bryan?
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I do like. I read the manga for Dragon Ball, the OG Dragon Ball, and it's so interesting to see how like what a different concept it used to be before Z.
Yeah.
I prefer Z. I think Dragon Ball Z is my favorite Dragon Ball of all. Partly nostalgia, partly because I just like big beefy men kicking the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
Which is why fucking JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is so fucking good. But yeah, I think that the original Dragon Ball had some more of an adventure, like fantastical element.
Yeah, that's what it was, like a comedic adventure, most likely, with martial arts.
It was like really, it's really hard to replicate that nowadays, I feel.
Yeah, they tried to do it with GT too, but it didn't go well.
Nah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then they reverted back to like Z at the end of it.
It's like mixed between. It wasn't a good mix how Super was. Super has more comedy and fighting. But GT tried that, but I guess
I kind of like that. I like Z though. Or I mean, I like GT. I rewatched it a couple years ago, and I really liked it.
Careful, Crockett. All the nerds are gonna kill you.
Holds up.
It's really not that bad. I mean, like
GT is.
It's
good.
not like Dragon Ball, but I mean, it's good. I mean, but that's my opinion.
GT is really good. Sorry, go ahead, Tay.
No, I was gonna say, what's terrible Dragon Ball content? You ever watch that Super Dragon Ball Heroes stuff on YouTube? No. I mean, like, because people love Dragon Ball for the fighting, but that's simply what it is.
It's such a.
But it's terrible. Yeah, but it's just straight pure fighting, absolutely no story.
Dude,
and that's what people like about Dragon Ball.
It's fan service in a weird way.
I love Dragon Ball Heroes. I love Dragon Ball Heroes. The same energy that you go to a safari for. Like crazy. You just like want to go see like, what's the big ugly Super Saiyan 4 dude gonna do? Is he gonna which Goku am I seeing? What it is. It's so fucking stupid to see like 3 versions of Goku fighting it out against one bigger like
a Boo Sale. Like some mess. It's like a 10-year-old's like wet dream of Dragon Ball back in the day.
Yeah, it's like you going on your dial-up computer. And you wait 20 minutes.
Super Saiyan 5.
Super Saiyan, 5.
This is real, guys.
His hair's bigger than the fucking screen.
Yeah, the red skin, the white fur.
the Gohan Blanco from like when Mexico took a stab at writing the next Dragon Ball fan fiction.
Hey, Brian, speaking of that, was Dragon Ball huge when you were younger from where you were from? Because it's huge with like a Hispanic audience.
It is. So it became supremely big in Mexico. Puerto Rico was really big, but it wasn't as big as it is in like South America.
Yeah, Mexico.
Fucking South America will eat Dragon Ball the fuck up.
Yeah. They love it.
Yeah.
I think like it more than Japanese, if I'm not mistaken. Like, Jesus Christ.
And I really wonder why. I want to like examine like why that is. Because I know why it resonated with me and like the teenagers my age. But like...
Yeah, same.
It didn't fucking... we didn't go to like a sports arena to watch Goku fight Cell.
God damn.
Dude, that would be awesome.
Right on
to
your
do
remote.
It felt like the universe. They were watching the like Save Our Universe. That's what it felt like watching those clips. Like we was in their universe watching our heroes fight.
Yeah.
And they like the Super Bowl. Like that was. I wish I could be there. Like
that shit would have been hype as shit.
I remember telling Jordan one time, like in GT, Goku's skin color is more tan. They trying to target their audience.
Oh yeah.
That's up from what I read.
He a little brown.
Yeah. Yeah, he was like tannish in that series, brown.
Oh my god, they brown skinned him, dude. They brown faced him.
Yeah, in GT. In GT, yeah.
Oh, we're gonna bring up brown. Bobo, Mr. Popo.
Mr. Popo.
Yeah, they had to change his.
He was blue in 4 Kids. If I'm not mistaken.
He was.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a good subject. Let's talk about the 4 Kids fucking remapping.
Dude, 4 Kids is such a big part of my childhood for anime. And then
it is for a lot of us.
It wasn't like 3 years ago until I realized how badly they fucked up some of the stuff that I love.
I'm like, you look at like 4 Kids and like, you wonder why you pick up that show. You're gonna ruin it. Like the reason people don't like One Piece today is because of 4 Kids.
That's true.
And I stand by that. That's completely true.
I think it is solely from one video. It's in the national anthem video. It's solely that. That's what ruined everything. That was the Fire Nation attacking.
The
4 Kids just straight up ruined One Piece for people back then, and that's why some people don't watch it today because it was just terrible. Like, why would you pick up a show that's clearly violent?
They didn't.
What's the point of picking it up? You're going to ruin it.
So here's the thing: 4 Kids. I know the story behind this. I watched like a fucking 40-minute video essay about it, like a year ago. I did that. And I don't remember a lot of the video content, but I do remember that it had something to do with the fact that they wanted to do cartoon, but it wasn't the station's fault. They would have picked up the shows and aired them as they were meant to be aired, but the laws surrounding the broadcasting of animated content did not accommodate for Japanese animation being as violent as it was, so they had to tone it down for kids. Because in the United States, the broadcast laws, this is riveting, I know, but the broadcast laws of animated content would not allow violence no matter what the animated content was. And so that...
religion.
Yeah, and they had to censor the shit out of it. To the point where like cigarettes became lollipops. Fucking.
But like, explain like the freaking rice cakes come to sandwiches or donuts. What was it?
Oh, jelly donuts in Pokemon. I think that's more of a. I think they're trying to localize.
Yeah, that's a localization thing. Pixar does that too.
Really?
Yeah. So there was, I think, a scene in Inside Out when Riley, the little girl, is a baby, and then in America, the dad's trying to feed her broccoli, and she doesn't like broccoli. But over in Japan, the dad's trying to feed her green peppers, but she doesn't like green peppers. Well, okay. So it's like it's a different thing because kids, kids don't like certain things in certain countries.
Or did they actually like animate it differently?
They animated it differently.
Holy shit! Well, so they actually wrote the extra stuff there.
Yeah. They did it for like a couple different countries. Like they do it all the time.
So in like North Korea, that she just got fed nothing.
Yeah, probably.
No, they do this for live action too. I think they did this for Transformers. One of the Transformers movies in China, and they changed something. If I'm not mistaken.
They changed a lot of shit for.
They always change shit for China.
They change a lot for China.
I mean, they edited Finn out of the fucking Star Wars poster.
Oh yeah, Finn is smaller, really? Right? Yeah, I forgot about that.
I mean, whoa, don't get me wrong. They kept him in the movie, but on the poster, he was like a big thing on the poster, and then they made him like this small and moved him away from it. I'm like, but he's still in the movie.
Technically they did that over here, but in a more like legitimate aspect. Like,
was he in the poster for the new one?
They put Finn in the forefront of this movie and then pushed him away. Did nothing with him as a character.
Yeah. They totally shit on that character.
He also like fuck, I'm gonna make some Star Wars nerds mad, and I fucking live for
that. Dude,
I
don't care. I actually want to talk about Star Wars right now since we brought it up.
Yeah, what's fucking, man?
I want to kick the Beehive, man. Fuck them.
Dude, I've been on a Star Wars lore kick lately too.
Star Wars.
What are they gonna do? They can't catch up to the fucking Drunken Ship, baby. We're on
Sinkable, baby.
Woo!
What do you got to say, Brian?
Just that, like, no matter what anyone tells me, Star Wars, the last 3 Star Wars.
Brian.
Microphone.
Turn up your mic.
Sorry.
Turn up. I gotta turn it up. I know you're yelling across the room, but please.
I get excited.
How about you turn them up so you can hear them? You could do that.
Wait, how do I do it? I'll do it because we could just edit Brian's like voice loud.
Yeah, I'm editing.
All right, all you gotta do is just right click over his little face cam, whatever, and then it says user volume. You just turn
Holy
that up,
shit!
Oh,
yeah,
you can do that.
Oh,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god! Thank you. I did not fucking know that.
Well, we all learned something new today.
Oh wow!
I'm gonna turn you up 2%, 200%, baby.
Fuck yeah!
I want higher fucking voice in my ear right now.
So the last Star Wars trilogy is hands down the best Star Wars content in terms of films that we've had since
the sequel trilogy.
Since the beginning, Star Wars in terms of film content, because I think the Mandalorian, the Mandalorian is the best Star Wars content hands down. The Mandalorian is fantastic. And I don't even like Star Wars. I don't even like the story of The Mandalorian that much. But the way that it's produced, the attention to detail, the presentation of the world, the special effects.
You can tell people care about it.
Yeah, it is gorgeously well made, and it's hands on the best
Brian's
piece of
getting
Star
me
Wars
hyped right now.
Star Wars.
Yeah, it comes out in a couple days.
What was the first?
Fuck, you're right. Fuck.
Because Halloween comes out. Day before Halloween.
The 30th, right?
Yeah, the 30th.
That's fucking awesome. What was the what was the name of the first sequel one? Star Wars 9 with Rey, The Force Awakens.
Force Awakens.
The 7th, Force Awakens, Last Jedi, and then Rise of Skywalker.
The Force Awakens is a phenomenal fucking film. And
it was when we watched it last year.
Yeah.
Before the new one came out.
It's so fantastic.
I saw it in theaters twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw it in theater too.
That movie's so fun to watch.
And
I had to watch it next to some fat, sweaty guy. Seriously, the movie theater was packed. There was one seat, and it was between like 2 fat guys.
Hey, what's wrong with fat guys?
I remember.
Take it easy.
I think I saw it before class when it came out at like 10 in the morning. And then again, like a month later or like a few days later on Christmas Day, like after I got done opening my shit, I went and saw Star Wars.
Yeah.
Dude, it is a phenomenal film in terms of introducing a character, in terms of like setting up the powers of a character. It was literally a New Hope.
That's all it is.
But
it was definitely he played it safe when he made it.
Done a little bit.
I think he had to.
Yeah, I think he had to too.
Yeah, he did the same thing with Star Trek, but
well, fuck, the Star Trek movies are actually bad. Sorry.
I don't know.
Yeah, they
nothing about
are.
Star
I
Trek
mean,
series.
in terms of like compared to like the original material, they're bad.
Yeah, well, it's not just so.
They got like Transformer-fied, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Really?
That's
they
what
got
Star
sort
Trek
of
did.
Guardians of the Galaxy. You know, which is like
Yeah.
everybody. They got Josh Whedon, like John Whedonified.
Josh Whedon or whatever. Yeah.
It's
Whedonized.
Whedonized. Yeah. I love John. Is it Josh or John? It's Josh.
It's Josh.
Josh.
Yeah,
Josh.
Whedon.
Is it
Joss?
Joss?
Yeah.
Yeah, Josh.
Josh.
Oh, Jocelyn.
Yeah.
I love the way he writes shit, but he had such a negative impact after Avengers that it just fucking. Ugh. Anyway, Star Wars 9 is a phenomenal film. Star Wars, The Last Jedi.
Or 7.
Star Wars 7. The Last Jedi is the best Star Wars movie out there.
Brian's one of those.
The best.
Oh,
You
fucking,
can't say that online.
the best fucking Star Wars movie. People can.
It's the
fight me.
best. Like, I'm not a film guy, but the best one in terms of how making a film.
Yeah,
I agree.
it
with
is
that.
an absolutely.
I can. So like,
I definitely don't think it's as
completely
bad as
see-
everyone said it was.
No, it's
I
not.
can completely
I
see
agree.
why people. I mean, I know it's probably a good movie. I'm not a film major like Brian is, but like, from just a consumer standpoint, in my own point of view, I was just fucking annoyed.
Why were you annoyed?
That's one of
Like
few
the
moments.
bitch with the that wouldn't tell Finn about like her actual plan.
the purple hair girl.
Rose.
Yeah,
The general?
yeah. She just annoyed me. I just.
Rose.
I thought she was a bad guy, but she wasn't.
Yeah,
you know.
just my own personal biases. Like that fucking annoyed me. And then like when Leia used the Force and her old limp body went flying through space, I thought visually I was like, this is fucking stupid. It just looks weird. You know what I mean?
It looks weird in the context of a Star
get
Wars
it.
movie because it's the first Star Wars movie in years that took a risk with its fucking storytelling and visual
Yeah.
Right.
visual like repertoire of.
But
Well, I
on the
will
contrast
argue-
though, on the
And
contrast,
they
of that-
actually dragged a lot of stuff from Legends and the extended universe into the basically made some of that stuff canon now. Some of the characters and some of the creatures and stuff.
on the contrast of that scene when they fucking fly the ship into the other ship, visually I was coming.
Oh yeah,
Like
the
that was
when
so
she like
such
hit
a visually
hyperspace.
shot. I was like, that's like the one thing that's like one of the best things I took away from that movie was like I was so visually impressed with how fucking
It gave me it honestly
edited
gave me
that was.
samurai vibes.
Yeah.
What
Like
was
it
it?
gave me that like that finishing slash that a samurai does and the screen
Fuck
goes
yeah,
black
yeah,
and
yeah.
white or something.
The Heavenly Strike, yes.
Yeah, that's what it reminded me of.
It was such a crispy looking fucking good scene.
Following what Brian said, like I think, and I know it's a forgettable movie for some Star Wars fans, but like Rogue One is like my favorite Star Wars film,
But yeah,
and
definitely.
I want
love
more
that
of
one.
that. And like Mandalorian gives in that feel too. Like I just missed that.
Yeah,
No
I want
Jedi
more-
mess.
That's
that-
yeah. I'm
Yeah.
with Tay on that one. I want a
Just-
story
I think
where
we're
it's
all
no
in
Jedi,
agreement
no
here that we
Sith,
want more.
Just straight
basically
up-
a down to earth Star Wars story.
Yeah, just a Star
It's
Wars
such
story
a-
in the universe. Is what I love.
It's such a
And
huge universe, and you can do so much with
You can
it.
do
but
anything
You're gonna
with Star
revolve
Wars.
around the same fucking family
Family.
every go around.
out of like quintillion freaking human beings. or whatever.
Quintillion. Like,
But it's
fucking-
family we care about. Not that I hate the Skywalker family, but just Rogue One and like Mandalorian. I'm kind of contradicting myself, but I didn't like
think
Han
it's
Solo
also-
movie. And that's kind of the same vibe too, which I did
It's
not
such
like that movie
that's
at
such a
all.
wheat toast movie.
Movie sucks. It took me 3 times to finish. I hate
It
that
took me a
movie.
while to watch Solo. It took me a
Yeah,
while.
I fell asleep twice.
Solo's
and
a really
finished it,
bad
like,
movie.
It's terrible. movie.
Solo, and Brian. I don't know if you can confirm this or not, but Solo seems like a movie, or a script that was wrote, and they just kind of just slapped Star Wars over the top of it.
It got delayed. You can solve the development hell with this movie, because
I
even
think
from
it got
beginning,
delayed
like,
because the main actor couldn't act.
yeah,
from
like
what I heard.
this one of a few movies where you knew like it's going to be bad, and it was true because how they were like these articles came out like problems.
It was just
and all that
mediocre. It was like
Yeah.
there was really no purpose for a Han Solo movie.
Yeah.
And I noticed, even though it's Star Wars, but this movie felt like just a cash grab. That's what
It was
exactly what it felt
forgettable.
like.
Oh yeah, 100%. It was a total crash grab. They wanted that Rogue One money.
Well, because
I
they
don't
had a
think it was even-
schedule and they were sticking to it. They would have a main Star Wars movie and then a spin-off movie, a main Star Wars
Like-
movie and then a spin-off movie.
I'm not an '80s kid, but I don't understand the love for Han Solo's character at all.
Han Solo is kind
Yeah,
of
I
an
guess-
asshole.
That's
I don't
why
like him,
people
man.
like him.
Really, yeah, really.
I don't like him.
People love this guy. Like the 80s, people grew up with Star Wars from the original.
I prefer Greedo.
I love Han Solo.
I don't understand the love for that character.
But I love Han Solo for the film archetype, like the character archetype that he is. Because the only thing that Han Solo is in Star Wars is a sci-fi Indiana Jones.
Yeah, that's all he is.
Yeah, and it's fantastic.
He's just this guy.
Yeah, he's just a dude.
You know what kind of energy he gives off? Like Chevy Chase. Like
Harrison Ford was the one that brought that character to Han Solo. Like, I guess Han Solo wasn't supposed to be as charming and swindly like that, but Harrison Ford was the one that gave it to him.
Yeah, and so this is what I love about the Star Wars universe, because there's so many interpretations and there's so much conversation about like who's the best and like what's a good Star Wars movie. And
no one can do it like Star Wars in terms of universe. Even Marvel can't do that. I don't think so.
No,
Star Wars has a rich universe.
Plus, they've had like years and years and years and years to build up this fucking expansive universe.
Yeah, I'm saying like of all like mediums of like nerd culture, I think Star Wars has the best way of doing a universe. Yeah. Like it's so huge, like it's literally a universe. You can literally do anything across the galaxy.
That is true.
You can probably say with Marvel too, but everyone cares about the main Earth characters. For Star Wars, you can make people care about different characters from a different planet. Like Mando, like we care about that.
Yeah, like Mando, like Jedi Fallen Order is a different story.
Or I guess the Rogue One cast or whatever.
What are the
like Colin mentioned, like this different character. It's different from like Marvel, DC, how they do the universe.
You guys ever think there'll be another something to rival this maybe in the future?
Yeah, they're absolutely.
I think it's the MCU.
Like what? Rival Star Wars?
Yeah.
I think it's the
like
MCU.
It seemed like they kind of like it almost. I'm not saying it is really, but they kind of seem like they're trying to gear up Dune as like an expansive universe like Star Wars.
Well, I mean, don't know. You can't. But Dune. Like me, dude, I've read Dune. You can't tell Dune in one movie, bro.
Really?
No. Well, Dune's gonna be a two-parter.
They've already got it set for like 2, 3, 4 movies or whatever.
Well, that's the only way
Avatar,
to make movies now. Is make them fucking 10 movies.
Yeah, that Dune is the next Avatar. That's what it is.
Holy shit! I fucking hate.
Like the James Cameron Avatar.
Yeah, sure.
I hate fucking Avatar with a passion.
Do not like those movies at all.
Do
not. I say
hey,
those.
Man, the second one's not even out.
You
can't
even see movies, right? Yeah. Like it's.
I know that I'm not.
Supposed to be 5 of them.
I know that I'm not gonna like it because of what the first one was. The first one was Pocahontas.
Why not a one and done?
It was like.
Why not a fucking one and done? That's it, bro.
It did not need.
I'm satisfied with the one.
A fucking franchise. And that is my biggest problem actually today with filmmaking in general, is that everything has to be a goddamn franchise.
Everything has to be a fucking universe. I hate that.
Yeah.
Same with games. Yeah. Gaming and film suffer from this. Everything has to be a godforsaken franchise, and people just beat the horse to death.
Beat that dead horse until it can't fucking
they milk it dry, dude.
And it gets on my tits. It gets on my tits.
They're trying to do that for Joker too, which I can see that happening, but I don't want it to happen. I want Joker to be one and done, but they can make the.
I like it. Yeah, I could definitely see Joker as a one shot, but I don't know.
They're gonna milk it. I think the Joker 2 is already announced, right? Or it's in production or something, or in scripts. Or
wait, what'd you say?
I think it's already in production.
Yeah.
Or no, but it's already in talk. Well, I think it's been confirmed.
In talk or something.
But ever since fucking Harry Potter had a part 2 fucking thing, it's just set off this bad precedent on like, oh, we can squeeze our fucking fan base to death for every little cent that they got.
I don't think it was Harry Potter. I think it was the very first Avengers that changed the film industry.
Yeah, it wasn't Harry Potter. Harry Potter had a part 2, but that wasn't the cause of the chronic serialization that's happening. That happened with the MCU, because MCU was the first one that said, we're gonna make this shit big. We're gonna make fucking 7,000 movies that feel like an episode of a TV show. That keep getting.
Well, it was like Harry Potter, and then it was Twilight, and then it was fucking what is it? The Hunger Games.
Yeah,
they said.
I can't say you can't really blame them, because those are all already based off of books, and they have individual books that the movies are based off of. Like Hunger Games is based off Hunger Games, and Catching Fire is based off Catching Fire.
Like the head of.
I mean,
Marvel.
Yeah, it's a universe, but
when they do the parts.
No. What Crockett is saying is like Deathly Hallows was split into 2. The last Hunger Games movie was split into 2 because the book was too thick to cover in one. And I think that's okay. I think that is. I don't have a problem with that.
That is fine.
I don't have a problem with that. I have a problem with the sort of the you've made a Hunger Games movie, and then you've kind of ran out of books to adapt. But then...
And now you're going to keep making Hunger Games movies or spin-offs or whatever.
Right. That's where I feel like the problem lies, because it's it takes away the funding from other films that could be earning a lot of profit. Films that are good, that could be getting funded, that are not getting funded, because
no one's taking like risk anymore. They're just playing it safe with book. And when have we had original idea not based off a book?
I think mostly all movies are books, aren't they? Like some of them, majority.
A lot of them are, but I think the most.
I mean, technically, all movies start as books in the form of a screenplay.
True. I mean, that is a factual statement, I guess.
You're technically putting a book on my desk before I decide to shoot it or greenlight it.
Like
no.
What Brian was saying. Like the MCU, like Kevin Feige, that's the head of Marvel Studios. He had a plan and he did that. But when every freaking studio wants to try it, like it gets annoying.
Yeah, and
because not everyone has that guy. Like for example, like even though I love Godzilla, but the MonsterVerse, I kind of roll my eyes because it's another attempt of the MCU attempt. Yeah. Or DCU, like,
or the monster.
That's the
universe,
worst example.
You know, the monster universe.
Yeah, that. Like you're just producing film just for the sake of putting them in different universe. Like have films just for the sake of to be in a universe, which is not.
Which I mean,
not leading to nothing.
I mean, Godzilla really kind of started that. Really, I mean, with their film.
Yeah, and that's what I meant to say. Like Toho, that I don't know if Brian noticed, but Toho was like one of the original cinematic universes before it became legit mainstream. Like they had these separate films, they did crossovers plenty of times in the '60s. And I guess maybe Universal did. Did they do crossovers of their characters?
I mean, Alien vs. Predator.
I mean, like the original monster cast, like Frankenstein and
Freddy vs. Jason. And,
there's a bunch of old movies like that with the Dracula versus the werewolf and shit like that, like from like the 40s and 50s.
The crossover,
like Toho
in the 80s.
But I mean, I wouldn't consider those cinematic universe. Yeah. Like from what I've learned, like a lot of the Dracula movies were just like standalone, even though they were like sequels. There was like really no grasp on sequels back in the day.
Yeah.
So it was like they had Dracula, but then they had like Son of Dracula, but it was supposed to be a sequel, but no, it's a completely different story, completely different person.
Like Toho, they have like.
Is that why they have like 50
timeline.
Frankenstein movies?
What?
Is that why they have like 50 Frankenstein movies?
No, well, he's a character anyone can write, if I'm not mistaken.
They have 50 Frankenstein. Sorry, Tay, go ahead. I'm so sorry.
No, you go ahead. No, I had
they have like 50 or 60 Frankenstein and Dracula movies because those properties are so old that they've been in the public domain for most of the lifetime.
Yeah, this was a word.
Yeah. Anybody can make a Frankenstein movie,
and so
or King Kong,
and that's why you have Frankenstein characters in DC Comics and Frankenstein and
like, what is it? It's like 90 years, right?
It's 100 years. It's 100 years in private copyright. If it doesn't get renewed, then if the copyright isn't claimed again, then it goes into public domain. Which is what happened to Sherlock. You know the reason why you see Sherlock be an asshole in every piece of content that he's in is because the family that originally wrote Arthur Conan Doyle's they own the copyright for every time Sherlock is compassionate because that was a clear distinct in the timeline. I'm dead serious. Sherlock that shows emotions and feelings and cares about things is owned by the Doyle family, and then the Sherlock before that used to be an asshole has not been able to be in private copyright since it went into public domain. So there's a clear distinction between what type of Sherlock story you can tell based on the copyright law that owns that Sherlock.
So sorry to cut you off, but so the Sherlock people know today is kind of not the real version.
It's not that it's not the real version. It's that it's a limited version of Sherlock Holmes because
who actually is.
Yeah, because the later books of Sherlock show him to be a caring and compassionate character and not this asshole character. But the stories of
in the new movies he's like an alcoholic or he's got some sort of substance problem.
I never read or watched
he's
Sherlock
always
Holmes before.
He's always cheating on women. He's a womanizer.
Mm-hmm.
And like the Robert Downey Jr. one.
By any chance?
He's like addicted to like what is it they used to smoke? Opium,
yeah.
Opium den.
What was that Family Guy joke with that man from the 1800s? He used to like tell a story. Remember that from the Family Guy?
He would tell a story.
Yeah, he had like the little eye thing.
Oh, the monocle.
He used to tell like a story. Yeah, and he used to say something like it was so hilarious in Family Guy. He appeared every once in a while.
I haven't watched Family Guy in like 10 years.
That's where we get the term guy.
God, what was it? Something.
Was he wearing like a? Was he like? Are you talking about the pirate guy, or are you talking about the monocle wearing
top hat guy? He like the top hat guy. Yeah, he still like used to tell stories or something.
And
everyone used to like sigh. What you say?
Oh yeah, it's like I know what you're talking about.
Buzz Killington.
Yeah, Buzz
Killington.
Yeah. Yes, him.
He would always like ruin jokes and stuff.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
God, I haven't thought about Family Guy in like 5 years.
I haven't watched Family Guy in like 2-3 years.
Fuck Family Guy.
Yeah.
It's I've like would occasionally pop in. And
it's middle school humor.
Oh my god, it's so bad.
Yeah, because when you look at it, when you get older, like you just taking stuff, references that make beef.
Well, I think what made it good is it's kind of like, I mean, the original writers are all gone. It's all new writers.
Yeah.
It's very occasional that they'll pop a really good joke. But like
it's middle school humor. It's not funny no more.
It's also part of like.
Well, I think they. What'd you say, Brian?
It's also part of like writing jokes. Like you have a formula to write a joke in, and you've used the formula for 10 years.
Like I feel like cut away.
Yeah.
Go back to story.
I feel like that's the reason. I mean, it's probably not the reason, but you know how. So Family Guy and American Dad were made by Seth MacFarlane, but Family Guy relies so heavily on references.
Yeah.
And then I feel like people were like, well, Seth MacFarlane's not funny unless he's making references. So then he decided to make American Dad to sort of prove people wrong.
Garbage Cowboy movie was terrible.
Million Ways to Die.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I don't like. What's the guy's name? Seth. I don't like that guy.
Seth MacFarlane. I thought that movie was funny when I saw it. You know, I watched that movie in theaters.
Why? Like, I don't know what it is.
Because I have to watch every single movie ever in a theater.
I don't like that guy. He seemed like he seemed like stuck up.
Seth MacFarlane definitely has had his rough go at being liked.
Likeable.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
He's really funny. Like he's a genuinely funny dude, but he has a market on how to be funny. And
middle schoolers.
Yeah, fucking
12-year-olds.
He's got kind of that edgelord. Listen, I'm not trying to be funny to the two white guys in the group chat, but like fucking edgy humor for white dudes.
Xbox gamers.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
Edgy humor for white dudes is the least interesting kind of humor because it goes away so quickly.
It's almost like slapstick.
Yeah,
humor. It's just cheap. It's cheap humor,
and it just
it's not elegant. What? It's not like it's not.
It's
well
like
crafted.
Go up to a white person and tell them that Eminem sucks.
It's like, yeah.
And see what happens.
What was that, Colin?
You. Go up to a white person and tell them that Eminem sucks. And then they'll get very mad.
It's funny because like my favorite quote-unquote adult animated cartoon or sitcom is like Futurama, but it's never laugh out loud funny, just entertaining to watch.
Because jokes.
Yeah, I want more of that.
Good jokes are not meant to make you laugh out loud. You're meant to like.
It's like a 500 IQ comedy.
Yeah, like it's
like Rick and Morty.
We're talking about Rick and Morty now.
Fuck you.
I didn't get that show a chance. Still won't.
I like the concept. The concepts are so
fucking
funny in Rick and Morty.
Yeah,
Seasons 1 and 2 were amazing, but once the fan base started getting sort of toxic, then the show started
sort of toxic.
And by sort of, I mean considerably toxic.
Horribly
like,
toxic.
You know, the Joker could
violently toxic.
Violently toxic. Yeah, it was fun.
You don't know what toxic is till you know the Sonic fan base. So.
Tell me what's going on with the fun of Sonic fan base, because it
is horrible, Brian.
Yeah, Tay, give us the inside scoop.
They don't know what they want.
Okay.
If you give them, it's confusing. I can make an entire rant video for like an hour or two.
You should totally do a rant video for the
Please do a rant video right now,
yeah, please. I'm so fascinated.
We'll call it Tay's Tangents.
Dude, I like that.
That's a good one.
I like that.
I like that.
Taste. That's hilarious. I'm paying that. Tay's Tangents. You like grind my gears, but it's Tay's Tangents.
Yeah. Hey, here's a new segment of the show. It's Tay's Tangents.
That's hilarious.
Brought to you by Red Shoe. You on
Squarespace.
It's
Bros.
Squarespace, NordVPN.
Or Circle Space and XVPN.
Raid Shadow Legends.
That's fucking hilarious.
Calm Shadow Legends.
Oh boy.
I feel like
no. Speaking of Family Guy, when they did was it BoJack Horseman joke and people got mad about that.
who made a BoJack Horseman?
I saw this being posted on Twitter the other day about like here goes Family Guy like being mad that another show is funnier than them.
And it just proves why Family Guy is lame because like just taking another animated series, which I assume is better, and just
wasn't it like when South Park made fun of Family Guy? They got upset. Apparently, the staff from The Simpsons sent the staff of South Park like a basket of flowers, and they were like, "Thank you for making fun of Family Guy."
Yeah,
I love this animation.
The Simpsons is one of those shows too. Well, I don't
The
like
Simpsons
laugh out loud.
Garbage now. It's so bad.
Yeah. What,
it's
Simpsons?
been garbage for so many fucking years.
Simpsons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Has it become a Disney Plus exclusive yet?
I don't think so.
You got like
That's a
new
good
episodes
question.
only on Disney Plus.
Dude, I haven't touched Disney Plus since Mandalorian.
Disney Plus is
since Clone
some
Wars.
bullshit.
January this year.
Disney
That's a
Plus is
terrible app.
dead.
Yeah, it really is.
It's dead
I was
until 8 days from now.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey,
He's
and
not
you know
wrong.
what? My fucking my subscription is about to renew, and I was like, man, I should have canceled this shit a long time ago. And then I'm like, ooh, that new Mandalorian, and they knew fucking exactly how to pace this shit. So people, but where's the fuck is like my Falcon and Winter Soldier show that I've been waiting
I don't think
for?
you guys are ever
It's
gonna
like
get
next year.
satisfied. I don't think that any. I don't think. Sorry, let me control my emotions here. All of the fucking MCU people that are excited for Falcon and WandaVision and whatever, as good at TV shows as they might be, you cocksuckers are never going to be satisfied. You're never going to be.
Keep feeding me. I'm starving.
I need it.
You have had fucking 12, almost, is it 20 movies at this point? Almost 20 fucking movies about this.
Yeah, over like 10, 12 years.
About the same motherfuckers punching things heavily with a hammer and various assortments of weapons in the same godforsaken universe. Can I just get a good fucking Spider-Man movie that doesn't tie it into fucking Tony Stark? Can I get...
I agree,
Can I
Brian.
get...
Oh fuck, that's
Even though I enjoy the
that's a
movies,
good statement.
but
Can
I
I
agree.
just get a good movie without a tie-in? Fuck, that's a real statement right there for 2020.
The only movie that I'm excited about the MCU at this point, and at this point I'm fucking fed up with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I think I've seen everything that they can do to keep me intrigued. I really have.
No, you didn't.
I really have.
I
I will read the comics. I will read the comics.
What are you excited for, Brian? What are you
Doctor
excited for?
Strange, and that is because it's Sam Raimi. The new Doctor Strange movie.
No,
Yeah.
fuck, dude. I think they fucked
Hey.
it up.
Brian, I get where you're coming from, but I don't understand when people say they're done MCU at the end game. There's legit 1,000 more stories to tell.
No.
I mean, they can do. I mean, they still got to do Galactus.
I think the MCU has.
They got tons to do.
I think the MCU has an incredible arsenal of stories to tell. I just think they're not going to tell them well. I think
because they're like, because they're kind of cookie cutter.
Or I feel like they're
cookie
gonna leave
cutter.
the ones that you want out.
They're gonna
like,
be
or they're gonna like mush them all together into whatever story, like Civil War.
You know what they need? They just need like, and I get what Brian's saying, and it's the same thing Star Wars needs. They just need one-offs. They just need one individual story and just tell that one individual story well without having to convolute it with tie-ins to another story. Don't leave any loose ends. Just tie up everything nice and neat at the end of it with a nice, pretty bow,
See,
right?
there are fans that want everything tie in. For me, I'm just like, I want a good MCU movie. You don't have to tie in.
I want
That's
to.
why
I mean, just give
Daredevil
us
so
one
much
good
and
fucking
all
movie.
this.
I mean,
I feel like there are some good MCU movies that, while they do make references to the other movies and events, are really solid by themselves.
I mean,
exactly.
I like any Captain America movie. I think is fucking phenomenal.
You know what the best fucking Marvel content that they made was Jessica Jones and Daredevil.
Daredevil
Jessica Jones
was
season 2
probably
was-
was
Fuck, Daredevil.
amazing.
What'd you say, Tay?
Actually, Daredevil would be perfect if they just took out that fucking stupid goddamn Karen character out of my goddamn TV.
Dude,
I was
Daredevil is
just
a phenomenal.
so annoyed.
comedy
Whoa,
show.
Jordan, do you not like redheads?
Oh god, kill him! They have no soul.
Punisher season 1 was fantastic. Iron Fist was boring. Luke Cage.
Punisher was really
Luke
good. I never
I didn't watch
watched.
season 2.
I never gave
didn't
Luke
watch season
Cage or Iron Fist the time,
Iron Fist, you
Iron Fist
don't
was
waste
hot
your time.
garbage.
or Jessica Jones. I watched Daredevil and I watched Punisher.
But this is
just
See,
because
Jessica-
Punisher was in
But you
Daredevil.
see the
For Jessica Jones, I had to like watch it the second time to like it. The first time I didn't really care for it, but I watched it the second time. Still okay.
I didn't watch Defenders either.
Defenders was lame.
Defenders was not good.
Wasn't
Jessica Jones was a phenomenal show, and so were Daredevils. And it's because they came out before.
Daredevil's so fucking good.
Came out.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
They came out before all of this bullshit tie-in stuff started to happen. Like they existed in the same universe.
This was like during phase 1.
They reference the things that happened.
Yeah.
But they don't make a big deal.
But then they stopped.
And then so like the things that's happening now with WandaVision, is it WandaVision? Whatever. WandaVision and the Falcon is that big story elements that are happening on screen, on the big screen, are now impacted by this like small screen content, and it's creating this huge mess of tangents and stories that you have to keep up with in order to understand as a consumer. And none of those stories are going to be told well because you're not focusing on what makes that particular story great. You're not focusing on Tony Stark's trauma or Thor's obsession with being worthy.
Depression.
Yeah, with Thor's oppression. You're not working with Chris Pratt's daddy issues. You're working with all of them at the same time. And your ability to write a story that really handles those characters from a strong point of view gets thrown out of the fucking window once you have 7 of them.
It's kind of like if you think of it in like a straight line. It's from like a normal, so from start, middle to end. It kind of goes into this fucking knot, and it makes all these weird conjumble messes once you start tying in other strings into it.
Well, I don't.
But that's how you get plot holes and stuff too.
I don't really agree with that though. But my issue with those TV shows, even though I'm gonna watch them, is how Marvel is putting their foot down. Like you have to watch these shows now to understand the movies, which shouldn't.
Oh yeah, in order to understand the movies now. Yeah.
That's more
that's
honestly
like that's what makes that so fucked. It's a money just scheme. I mean,
it feels like
it's a business. I mean, we can never forget that this is a fucking business, and
it feels more like
are not your friend.
I bet you I don't need to know anything to watch those movies.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's why they make them. They're like because they're under Marvel Studios. They're not a Netflix.
Because I mean, they're technically they're also aiming them like yes, they're targeting these movies towards like hardcore fans already. But then there's kids who are new to all these superhero stuff. So you gotta like
they wouldn't care.
Yeah, I mean they're not gonna care about the storylines and stuff, but they're gonna start to question like, oh, who's that character? And then they're gonna go back home and learn about the character, look them up.
I've been saying that MCU is becoming more comic book territory, which can be off-putting to some people. Because these TV shows feel like tie-ins, and I hate that in comic books.
This is why I'm so frightful to get to try to dive into comics because it's so convoluted. I'm just like I don't know anything.
Yeah, that's what I hated about so it's like okay, I'm reading Teen Titans, but now there's like an event coming up that involves Batman and Superman. Now I gotta fucking buy Batman and fucking buy Superman. That's what MCU
is becoming, and I don't like that. I like that I'm still a mix on it because as I got older with comic books, I prefer like straight up one-off stories.
I'll just wait till the whole trade comes out.
Back. You can still do that with comic books, but if you want you can still comic book store depends on the writer. So like Dan Slott writes 6 issues of the same line of Superman. Then the writer changes. It's like Magical Circle. What do you call it, gang? Magical chairs. That's what comic books are.
Hot potato.
Yeah, you can read a certain storyline, but that storyline may be referenced in the next story, but you don't have to read story.
The next writer,
yeah.
Well, that's why they'll put that bubble there that says also like as seen in issue number 2, whatever.
Yeah.
Sometimes they'll put that.
But that's what MCU is becoming, which I think is going to be a big problem for some people, because like Falcon and Winter Soldier is a prime example, and WandaVision, which is implying like ties into Doctor Strange sequel.
Well, I think so I think that's just it. Okay, if you want to understand whatever is happening in Doctor Strange, you got to watch WandaVision.
And I'm going off topic, but Mandalorian did it for the next Star Wars film. The Star Wars film that came out recently, Skywalker. Because Baby Yoda was the first character that did the healing people thing. It was first appeared there. Right.
But that is
you find that ability in freaking Rise of Skywalker.
But that is different.
So Baby Yoda was. Yeah, that is different, but I'm just saying, like, it's stuff like that's happening frequently now.
And it kind of, it's sort of, it's weird because I like one-off stories because you can really focus on what that theme is trying to say. Like Superman has a lot of really amazing one-off stories, but it's when you try to put Superman in with all of these other characters that it kind of starts to fall apart for me. Because Superman is not, he's not meant to be surrounded by 16 other super powerful people. Like, Superman stands out because he is the most powerful being on Earth, but still chooses to do the good thing. You know, and so like that's kind of like the themes that I find really interesting. And then with MCU, like Spider-Man is so interesting because he's a kid trying to figure this shit out, and you don't get that from the MCU. You don't get that from all of this complicated other bunch of shit that's happening with WandaVision and all this other fucking superheroes that can snap their fingers and break everyone's neck. You know, it's this because like certain characters I prefer being standalone. Like I prefer Wolverine being himself. Yeah, me too.
Or sometimes Spider-Man, and Superman by himself. I put him on the ground. But like Black Panther, I'd rather him be on the team because he's boring.
Black Panther is a little boring.
Yeah, boring. Yeah, but for team, like he's interesting because he brings the smartness and science to the team, which they don't do in the movies because he's not smart. But
I think. Sorry, go ahead. Ted. Go ahead.
What's
Ted.
up? You go ahead.
I think that you can make any single character from any single thing unique and interesting if you spend the time to really, really grind out what that storyline is trying to say. You can make the Mad Hatter interesting. I hate the Mad Hatter from Batman. The Riddler, not the Mad Hatter, the Riddler. I hate the Riddler. But there is one...
Riddle me this, Batman.
There's one storyline about him that's really fucking good because they delve into him. And
You're right.
You can make Mr. Freeze interesting. Arkham Asylum, one of the Arkham games made him interesting. And it's about the context in which you put your characters. And I think the MCU is continuously putting their characters in context when they cannot shine because they're constantly being overshadowed by the big baddie or fucking Tony Stark or fucking Doctor Strange or fucking Hulk with his big dick, whatever smashing situation he's going to get into the next time. And
you think Hulk has a big dick?
Absolutely. He's absolutely packing.
You think it's like just a jackhammer?
It's a fucking...
One of my favorite Spider-Man runs, Marvel Knight Spider-Man, they actually made Vulture legit interesting. So I agree with you at that point. Like, it depends on who writes it and understands that story or whatever and, like, make that character interesting. Like, they made me care about Vulture. Who cares about the
nobody
Vulture?
Does.
No one.
And
Wasn't Vulture like a weird character?
Yeah, but he like his niece has cancer and he's trying to get money for her and all that stuff. They legit made him interesting. So just being this winged bird guy, and like all that stuff. You can do it with a lot of characters. I do agree with that though.
It's Tom King and Mitch Gerardis is his name with Mr. Miracle, which is actually
I heard it was fantastic.
Super good series.
I never read it, but I heard it was fantastic.
Who was like, I didn't even know who Mr. Miracle really was until I picked it up. He just was a colorful dude in the background of a New Gods comic. And now it turns out that he has suicidal depression and he's dealing with like a bunch of horrible shit and he's got a horrible family life and everything. They like dive into who he is.
Those are the best comics. Like they're like those standalone good stories. That's how I read my Superman stories now, like or any comic book characters. I just prefer
like a little more like internal like turmoil. Like I like the idea that Superman has to deal with being like an alien alone on Earth and like having to deal with that.
Well, it depends how it's executed though, because I prefer like Secret Origin compared to Man of Steel or American Alien compared to Man of Steel. I think Man of Steel one of the worst attempts of showing.
I thought American Alien was super good. I really liked those stories.
The concept
I thought they were really good.
Superman's life throughout history.
Yeah, especially my favorite one probably from American Alien was when he invites his childhood buddies out to Metropolis to visit him. Yeah, that's probably my favorite.
I love the one when he the airplane crashed and he lands on a boat and they thought he was Bruce Wayne and Superman like, yeah, I'm Bruce Wayne, so this is a party. I remember that. And no one knew who he was. He was really legit Superman. And like they mentioned Cheetah before she became Cheetah because they know they're like young adults.
Didn't he sleep with her?
Yeah, he got high or something, right? Then he get like super drunk.
He ended up sleeping with her.
Yeah. This is like his American Alien is about Superman's story.
Like it's like his year one sort of kind of thing.
Like as he was a 10-year-old,
the first issue is him learning how to fly.
That's fucking awesome.
And he like freaks out because he's like, we can go anywhere now.
Yeah,
and it's like awesome. But they're like, no, you can't do that. Yeah, Max Landis wrote this, by the way.
Max Landis,
yeah, Max Landis.
Did we talk about The Boys last week?
No, do you want to talk about The Boys?
Yeah, I want to
finish
talk
season
about
2,
Homelander and why.
I didn't finish season 2.
You did or you didn't?
No, I didn't.
You haven't? Fuck, dude. Well, I just want to talk about like.
I've seen memes though. I don't understand the memes. But I've been seeing a lot of
Brian, have you seen The Boys
but
yet?
I want to.
Okay.
It's
I just want to talk about how
Yeah.
so Homelander's this psychopath, fucking just rapist, I don't know,
racist, rapist,
baby eating like fucking killer.
Baby
but for
milk
some reason,
drinking.
I like this fucking guy so much. He's probably one of my favorite characters in the fucking show, and I feel so bad for liking him.
I think they write him really well.
Oh my god.
You know,
And
I'm
it's the
actually
way he
shocked.
acts.
I think it's the actor. I mean, he just fucking steals it.
Is The Boys?
I'm surprised I enjoy like I guess is the people called The Boys like his.
No, they're called the Seven. Or the group. Yeah, they're the boys.
Yeah, I love all of them, and that's really rare for me to come to stuff like this. Like I legit love all
Like
those
Frenchie,
characters.
Mother's
Oh,
Milk,
yeah.
and all them.
Yeah,
Everyone in the
they're
group
all
is like
entertaining.
likable.
Yeah, but going
yeah.
Sorry,
They have a fucking great group
Although
dynamic.
my favorite's Frenchie though.
Crockett.
Oh yeah,
I
Frenchie,
like
Frenchie,
Frenchie, dude.
and what's
the
her
girl
name?
name?
Kamiko?
Kyoki.
Cute.
Kamiko.
Kikyo.
Crockett,
yeah.
is this the show that like some speedster ran into a woman and just fucking an alligator?
Yeah, that's the first
Yeah.
episode.
Hey Brian, speaking of this, so I don't know The Boys at all prior to this show, so I came in expecting some parody.
Yeah, me too. That's what I thought it was
show.
when I first saw the trailer.
And I'm walking in, people are legit dying. There's drug addictions and all this mess. Like what?
Yeah,
It's a
essentially
really good
if,
show.
If superheroes were around in real life, this is what would really happen.
I see it as a postmodern take into superheroes.
Yeah, it's exactly what it
essentially,
is.
In this universe, superheroes are celebrities, and what do celebrities do? They've got drama. They do drugs. They're
The
alcoholics.
world revolves of them. Yeah.
It's like well, yeah, as if superheroes were
They can get away with
treated like
crimes.
celebrities
Yeah.
in like art. Yeah,
It's really good. Everything's. I think all the characters are really well written. I mean, there's not like I haven't found a character I don't like from the heroes or from the boys.
I hate I can never remember the speedster and the black guy.
A-Train?
I don't like him at all.
A-Train.
You don't like A-Train?
I think he's the least likable, but still, that's not that bad out of all the fucking characters. Like even Black Noir is still likable, and he
Dude,
doesn't.
Black
he
Noir's
doesn't
the
do
best.
anything.
Crockett,
Yeah.
tell me
He doesn't even
Tell
talk.
me why you like the show. Tell me why you like The Boys.
Why do I
Tell me
like
why
the
you
show?
The Boys.
I think it's the dynamic of the between the fucking seven and then between the actual boys together. But I think it's the acting that really like ties in. I don't know. I mean, that's a good question. Why do I like this show? I think it's just it's really entertaining and between like Huey and what's his name? Huey and the
Butcher?
Carl's character. What's the guy's
Talking
name?
about Butcher?
Butcher.
Yeah.
Between Carl and Butcher, and mainly in season 2, I like that he has to look after Huey. It's like a brother dynamic he has with him, and it's like they just bounce off and grow off of each characters and stuff.
It's pretty.
Following with Jordan, that's like as a superhero fan, the superheroes are pretty much lame.
They are.
You don't get that much of superheroing in the show. I mean, even though they're not the focus, of course, but I like more of the Sevens dynamics of each other. Like I'm legit shocked I actually like these characters. So I wasn't expecting to care for a team of people I don't know about, and they're really great.
Well, it actually goes to show too. Like in the show, like they're a team, but it's strictly for image purposes. And like even in season 1, when Homelander calls that meeting with everybody, he is like he's genuinely fucking terrifying during that meeting.
The way he
is
fucking handles
terrifying.
it.
Because he's like Superman with no restrictions. He would do anything to kill you.
Yeah.
That's what makes him scary.
Yeah, I mean that's what he is. He is a fucking like demented Superman that Superman got raised on Earth without like any parents or any
Ultraman.
affection.
He's basically
because
Ultraman.
Homelander grew up in a lab.
Yeah, but I think it's just the way he presents himself and stuff. He wants to be that American image. He wants to be the symbol, but he's just demented and twisted
because he wants all that attention. He like craves it. Because you never got it.
Brian, you have to fucking watch the show, man.
I have a trial to Amazon Prime, so I'm gonna check it.
I thought it was gonna be like some like unorganized, like just kind of like half-ass like show. Like normally what Amazon pulls together, you don't really see a lot of good shit coming from Amazon. But I was like really impressed. I'm like, holy shit, this is actually really good.
if you guys like The Boys, I think you'll really love the Invincible animated show comes out because it's similar.
Which one?
What is it?
Invincible. You guys read that comic?
I haven't.
Invincible.
No, but Invincible is it's a comic from early 2000. I started reading it last year. They make an animated series.
Are you talking about the Invincibles?
Yeah,
or the Invisibles?
Invincible, the comic book character. Like
Invincible. Okay. I thought you were talking about the Frank Miller book.
No, like this guy. He's getting an animated series soon.
Oh, wait.
Hang on, let me see.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy. Yeah.
You keep posting about this guy, right?
Yeah, he this comic book series is something similar to The Boys, where it's like it has parodies of superheroes we know today, but it gets super dark and super serious, and it's not your traditional.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Like, and here, like, it's like his dad is the parody of Superman. They call him Omni-Man.
Oh, nice.
And I don't want to spoil the twist and all that what happens there, but it's like it threw me from it shocked me because it's like, wait,
what is it like the same stuff like drug addiction and all that?
Yeah, all that stuff is in this book.
Like their idolization and shit like that.
Yes, all of that is in that series, and it gets crazy. It gets really, really good. I'm glad to make an animated series because people can understand the story now. Watch it.
Have you guys ever read The Boys? Because
I never heard of it.
I was watching like a lot of behind the scenes and stuff. They say that the comic book is actually way darker.
Yeah, the comic book's way darker.
Colin, have you read it?
I've read a little bit of it. It's not like a horribly long series. It was actually, I think, only a couple graphic novels.
Does Homelander actually eat babies in that? Because that's what I've heard.
There is some pretty horribly fucked up shit in this.
What do you keep saying? Eat babies? It's not a joke.
No, I think it's not like there's one part in the series where he cracks a baby's neck and he goes, "I want my baby back ribs. I want my baby."
Really?
Chili's, and he like dips it in barbecue sauce and he's like, "Baby back." No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, that's super dark. Jesus Christ.
Crockett, I want you to sit down with me one time and write a sketch comedy because that was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, Brian, you should definitely
absolutely
watch
believed you.
The Boys. Yeah.
Yeah, the Boys is just like the comic book's slightly different. Like Huey isn't he doesn't work at a fucking like Radio Shack or whatever.
Radio Shack.
Radio Shack, yeah.
That's where he fucking works. Essentially.
Let's say he looked like that guy. He looked like an actor.
Simon. What's his face from Shaun of the Dead. That's who he looks like in the comic.
Oh, okay.
No, I mean Huey, the actor. He looks like another guy.
Jack. What's his name? Jack Card?
I don't know. Have you been to Homeland's Twitter page? He's like some underground actor. He's a nobody, really.
I looked him up. He's been in one other thing.
He just this guy. And he plays a great character. He should be bigger than he is.
He's really good. Yeah. He's really fucking good as Homelander.
He's terrifying. Like, he can legit do anything and like don't make the wrong move.
I don't want to spoil anything, but the milk stuff is fucking perfect for that character.
You kind of saw that coming though, right?
I didn't see when he started drinking it.
That was so nasty. And the girl comes in the room like nothing happened.
I don't know if he licked it like two, but when he's like drinking a cold glass of fucking milk, I was laughing so hard.
He like,
oh man, yeah.
That's how he was.
It's like a little kid when they come home from fucking school and they just like go straight to frizz and they're like, there's like double fucking fisting the juice and they come down like,
yeah. Yeah.
Kids don't know how to drink fucking water or anything, man. Kids are so stupid.
It's a dark comedy, right? Is it essentially what it is? Would you call it that?
What? I don't know if that's how it is compared in the comic, but yeah, it's in the show. It's like dark comedy.
Yeah.
But then it has serious points.
Definitely. Yeah, it's a very serious show. Like,
right, there's definitely like some funny fucking moments where like
it's like more like Breaking Bad
when a character explodes and then they're like cleaning it up and shit.
But it's not. It's funny, but it's not meant to be funny. Like there's points where it's like ridiculous. Like I legit laughed out loud when his girlfriend exploded.
Well, anything with the wait, are you talking about A-Train? Or you're talking about like at the first episode?
Like I'm not sure that's like because it causes him trauma, but it's the way they did it's kind of hilarious.
Right.
Like, because he went through is comical, but it legit causes the character
relying
throughout
on
the series.
this is what dark humor relies on. Dark humor relies on the factor of shocking you to generate the laughter. That's why you laugh, because it's so absurd that someone's girlfriend just gets exploded by a dude running really fast. You're like, holy fuck! That happened?
But and then you just laugh. And you feel bad though, but the way you saw it, like she blew up like a cartoon, and it gives the main character trauma. Like, I think that scene
set the series so well, and I went into the series blind, had no idea what the story was about or anything. So when that happened, it was genuinely, I'm like, holy shit, what? Because I thought it's something. I looked down and then looked up, and because I think I was eating like Chinese food or something. I looked down, look up, and then he's just holding her hands, and I'm like, what did I miss? What was that? And then I went back, and I'm like, oh, I didn't miss anything. It was just a flash, and then he's just holding the hands.
It's kind of scary how they present how we treat these, I guess, celebrities as gods and all that stuff, and like they get special treatment. You don't know what's behind the scenes,
right? It's like these people are actual fucking mess.
And that's where the postmodern aspect takes a hold on. I'm sorry for being the guy that's saying shit like postmodern and. In a podcast.
No. I mean, it's a very helpful.
But that's
insight.
where
Brian's the personification.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
Brian's great because he can reel us down back into reality after we kind of go off on a tangent.
We're the kids.
Yeah, he real father figure, give him that daddy vibe.
Boy.
God, I can't wait for God of War 2.
I still haven't finished fucking God of War 1.
3 more chapters away for finishing.
A lot of people said that if you like God of War, you have daddy issues, and I think that's kind of like low key true. I was like playing, I'm like, fuck.
Dude, Jordan, I didn't want to say it, but not daddy issues, but he reminds me of my dad a lot.
hey, I know he's got Rick Ross over there.
Does. Yeah.
I mean, he is played. I mean, Kratos is played by like a black guy, a big black guy.
Yeah, he's the guy from Stargate series. He's one of those guys.
I never watched Stargate.
He's that black with the weird head things design. I remember seeing him in a TV commercial, and that's that same guy. He has a generally deep voice.
Yeah, I think. Well, he's great as fucking Kratos. He knocks it out of the park.
God of War is maybe my favorite PS4 exclusive by far.
Dude, it's probably it's a God of War is phenomenal game. I mean,
fantastic game.
What is my favorite PS4?
Like, it got me looking up at God's lore and all that stuff now, like Greek mythology. And all that.
I think Death Stranding is my favorite PS4 exclusive. That's Stranding.
What game?
You were only fucking saying that because I owe you $20 for beating it.
Wait, what game?
Death Stranding, the Hideo Kojima one. Yeah.
Oh, Death Stranding.
Yeah,
did you beat that?
I did. Crockett, you do owe me $20, but that's not the point. I think.
I rolled my eyes.
Wait. I don't think we've told this story on the podcast. Brian, do you want to explain?
This game is peak Kojima. It's so stupid. I'm sorry, but go ahead.
We're about to throw hands today because I think Death Stranding is a fantastic game.
All right, we're gonna ding out here in a second, but Brian, please explain first.
I was really excited for Death Stranding since it was adverted because it's Guillermo del Toro, Mads Mikkelsen, and fucking Hideo Kojima. And when I got it, I was excited and I tweeted about it. And Crockett said, "I'll give you $5 if you beat this before 2021." And I said, make it 20 and we're fucking on. And I beat it in 3 months. So Crockett, you can suck my dick and pay me $20.
3 months.
But me and Brian was talking on Discord the other day. And I told him I'd give you $20, but I told him he has to pick up his fucking PlayStation. He has to walk it all the way to my house, and then he has to plug it in. And then I'll pop up as a hologram, and I'll give him his $20 credits.
You're playing post-delivery service the game?
Yeah, it's Galactic. Hey, I will give him fucking mad props. He put Jinji Ito in that fucking game, and I was mad impressive about that.
Character model, or what do you mean?
Yeah, he put him in as a hologram.
So what they did is that
he's that guy? I saw it at your house.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, he's that guy.
He writes
so Colin and Bryan is in Death Stranding.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah.
What is his name?
Mads Mikkelsen. I think that's how it's pronounced.
Yeah.
Hey,
the Hannibal guy.
You guys can keep going, but I'm about to piss my pants.
Who is fantastic?
Brian?
What's up, Tay?
I look at this game. It's like just Pete Kojima. Nothing makes sense.
See, nothing.
It's just wacky craziness.
Nothing
that's Kojima.
Makes sense superficially. Yeah. Everything is very ambiguous.
Well, that's our universe, bro.
Defending Kojima really does make me feel like the pretentious film student.
Yeah, like a pretentious guy. It seems like Kojima's very pretentious.
Because there's like nothing I can say
mess?
that'll justify having Nicholas Winding Refn slip between life and death in search for his family in the afterlife. Like there's no. It's like it's
what again? Say it again.
There's a character played by Nicholas Winding Refn who is a film director, and his heart is attached to a defibrillator that every 3 minutes kills him. And it sends him into cardiac failure.
Those were shadow creatures?
Yeah, he just goes into cardiac arrest so he can travel the afterlife in search for his family. Because every person that dies in Death Stranding has something called a beach. And in every beach, it's like your afterlife. But there are people that can walk through beaches. And Nicholas Winding Refn can walk through other people's beaches. And so he's looking for his family in the afterlife. Because after the original Death Stranding, everybody died, and you could see them walking into this alternate dimension. Listen. I know what this sounds like. Okay,
I don't know, man. It kind of sounds pretentious to me.
Like when I look at Death Stranding, I just roll my eyes.
I think everybody should play it. I think Death Stranding.
No, I think as wacky as that sounds, it's still like. To me, at least, a conspiracy nut. I think it's super fucking interesting.
Hideo Kojima is fantastic at storytelling, but he's fantastic at storytelling in a very unique way. He doesn't tell you a lot of the important things. You kind of have to experience the vibe that he's going for. Hideo Kojima is an experimental... He's got an experimental vibe.
I feel like it's going to take you time to understand it.
He's a Nolan of video games. He's a Nolan.
He really is.
He needs to make a Godzilla movie or a game or something.
Well, Metal Gear Solid is as close to a regular game as we're going to fucking get out of Kojima. And it's fantastic. Metal Gear Solid series is amazing. And
I only play like one Metal Gear games, Peacemaker on PSP.
But they're convoluted and confusing as fuck.
They're not, though. They're fucking not. Because...
Is this a Kojima standing out podcast? Kick him out of here. We don't like Kojima
Vote
here.
him out. Vote him out.
Kojima is one of the most interesting minds in storytelling, and you're all wrong.
In video games, I agree.
Brian, you're not wrong. Because I want him to play. I want him to make a horror game so fucking bad. Because goddamn, PT was the best video game, non-video game we ever got.
Did you play P2?
Yeah, I just watch people play it and
but
shit
like,
my pants.
But to this day, people still think that fucking demo was the scariest shit they ever played, and I'm like, that's the demo. That's a sample.
That was the scariest thing I ever played. Last scary thing I played.
I'm begging for Kojima, just please make a fucking horror game.
There might be.
PT was terrifying.
He turned my own asshole inside out. Like
they probably won't because relationship with Konami owns that property.
They're not gonna probably do Silent Hills, but I think Guillermo del Toro and him are still going to.
Spiritual successors.
I mean, he can make
just do like a knockoff.
That's
something spiritual
just make
successor.
An entirely new concept and just make it horror. I mean, like Death Stranding was kind of like scary at some points. I just think that like the mechanics of the game was just boring. I think if they just made
the mechanics of the game, the
what is the
mechanics
game?
of the game is the most interesting part of the game for me.
The travel?
Way you travel, the way you interact with the world.
Where it blends with the storytelling.
Because it's not about the gameplay, it's about the narrative that is hidden between that gameplay. And so like when you go from point A to point B and you're just walking in this desolate fucking life barren world, you're just experiencing how lonely and desolate Sam Bridges feels. And as you progress through the game, you start to see more inhabitants and more world, and it comes to life, and you can see the impact that you have as an active force on the world as you play as Sam Bridges. Death Stranding is a goddamn masterpiece in how you fucking... it's a masterpiece in commenting how the gaming world has been shaped by violence and sort of this artificial connection that we all have with each other. It's fantastic. Tay, fuck you.
Man, Brian's gonna fucking hate me because I drove the motorcycle through the entire game.
You're a fucking dick.
I did not walk anywhere. I was like, zoom.
Jordan's that guy.
The first 10 minutes of me getting that motorcycle, I was like, zoom. I was like trying to pop wheelies.
Brian, like, he gave this like deep, like, this deep discussion of Death Stranding, and Jordan's like, drive motorcycle.
Fuck.
That's what Jordan just did. That was a perfect example. Motorcycle go brr.
Motorcycle goes brr.
So that's me and Crockett's
like-
relationship in a fucking sentence.
Oh fuck yeah! There it was.
Oh my god. Well, I think I'm going to end this
Gotcha.
podcast here.
Oh yeah, we're stretching pretty
Played
long.
Death Stranding.
Yeah.
And also,
When it come
need
out
to
last
finish.
year or the year before?
yeah, played Death Stranding and fuck Star Wars nerds.
Yeah.
That's my takeaway.
Oh, we didn't. You know what? We didn't even get to really talk about. Did we talk about Ghost
Tsushima?
of Tsushima
Also
Legends?
fantastic. It's,
Fucking, I can't stop playing it. Like, I'm at gold, and I really, it's like a team based game that I really just want to keep pushing.
I want to play with you guys.
Yeah, you wanna play like in a couple hours?
Yeah,
Do you
let
have
me
the time?
see if. No, I don't want to do that.
Can you guys come out to play?
What just?
Tate, what are you? Tate, level. You need to fucking level up, young man. I'm not playing on fucking bronze.
I'm playing on bronze, pussy.
But
are you
yeah,
talking
I'm not
about?
getting any good loot, Tay.
I don't want to play this game. I don't care about multiplayer.
Young man, you go plug
I
in your
don't.
PlayStation right now and you fucking play this game.
I got Horizon to go to after God of War, and
Horizon.
You didn't see Tay's tweet? He already unplugged it, boxed it up, dude. He's ready for the PS5.
hell yeah,
I can I say?
can't wait. Anyway,
I'm
guys,
excited about the PS5.
He's already
go ahead.
pawned it.
Oh yeah, let's
What'd
end
you
it. What's up?
Are we ending it?
Go ahead.
I'm lost.
Oh,
what
I'm
Brian
just
gonna
not
say?
excited for the PS5.
Oh.
I'm just not.
Okay.
Oh my god, why would you say this
Yeah.
at the end of the episode?
Come at me. We'll talk about it next week. Let's the Twitter.
Oh yeah, actually, guys, if you want to smack talk Brian, meet him in the comments after this video. He'll be.
I got
waiting.
put your information.
I'm gonna
in
go to the
information
comments
too,
immediately.
Tell them to get on my Twitch when I'm streaming. I'll hear them out.
End the show.
Yeah.
Good.
Brian, what Twitch? What's your Twitch at, man? So they can hit
At
you up and fight you.
BryanBrowny.
Colin, where can they fucking fight you at?
You can fight me at @_Space Whales on Twitter, but if they want to come talk to me, I'm also on Twitch at MonkeyOmega.
Tay, where can they fight you at?
Fight me.
Yeah, where can they fight you at?
Twitch.tv/T.
I have expected.
Same with Twitter. I don't get on Twitch that much, but I will try.
I have expected.
Just
Tay
link
to
his
get
link
address.
tree.
Yes, link.
The link tree. You can
And if you
subscribe to my
motherfuckers want to come
OnlyFans.
for the title, the king, you can catch me at CyberCalamity at Twitch.tv.
Fucking hell.
And if you want to fight me, smack me on Twitter, you can come at the same name, baby. I'm fucking here.
I have expected Tay to give out his
He's
address
ready, man.
and start offering hands to throw. So
You can come to
Wheeling
me,
and dealing.
get my zip code and everything.
it's like the I am
Pull
Iron
up.
Man bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm about to dox my own self.
All right.
Well, that's it for
Thank you
today's
guys for
podcast.
including me in the show.
Bye bye.
Yeah.
you are
Yeah,
part of
man.
the show.
Well,
You are the show. Yeah, it was the fuck. You're the new. What is it? Skipper? Would it be Skipper or would it be?
I don't know
So we
what
got-
white shit
sure.
you're talking about.
We got captains. First mate. Colin, what was you?
I think I was
Crockett,
Skipper.
Skipper, and then what is after that?
Brian's the musician.
He's
I'm
the
going by
cabin
One Piece
boy.
logic.
Cabin boy. Yeah, I like it. We get him greased up at night.
Can you imagine if we had like 10 people in
That'd
here
be
one
fucking
day?
dope.
And like a legit
the
crew?
whole fucking what is this One Piece? We're just slowly accumulating a crew.
The council
The
converges.
You got the doctor in here, the musician, the navigator, the sniper.
We need the fucking cute.
It's like the pirate council from At World's End or whatever.
Oh yeah, that's sick as
watch
fuck.
fucking-
Have all.
I never finished
We
that
need to end the
franchise.
episode real quick.
Yeah.
We're trying it.
Later,
All right,
guys.
we need a fucking set sail on this shit.
All right,
Stopping
adios.
on-
Adios, guys.
Cheers.
Thank you.